Why? 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 The question on all of our minds. Why? Why, Lisa? Why, Lisa? Why? Tearing me apart. Mount Dew. Mount Dew, bro. How am I doing today? I may have to leave really quickly. This may be one of the shorter Highdeologies. We'll see. I'm waiting to find out whether we're meeting soon or whether we're meeting later. So I'm on the lookout for a text message. Who's meeting? Pessimist Productions. Meetings and meetings and meetings and meetings. Decisions and decisions. Talking and arguing. Yes, my favorite shit. I can read your mind. Watched Barry Lyndon and thought it was the perfect template for Jeb. I know, right? Oh, I know. And boy, do I ever agree. Yeb. Let's yeb. There we go. We'll have our first trans president or our first pothead president first. We already had our first pothead president. Barack Obama was our first unapologetic pothead. That motherfucker smoked all kinds of weed. Unfortunate but true. It just goes to prove that all potheads are not fucking good people. Most of them are. Oh yeah, dude, you can find pictures of Obama like with a fat slip, like an old school fat slip back in the day, dude. They don't even roll them like they used to roll them back in the day, because back in the day you used to have to smoke like a gang of weed if you were a pothead. Picture of Obama hitting a big old blunt. It's a big old triple grande blunt. I know that fucking Bill Clinton smoked weed more than once, and I know that he did inhale as well. Kamala's a fake pothead, though. She exposed herself trying to say she was a pothead. She went on the Breakfast Club and told everybody that she was in college and listening to Snoop Dogg and smoking weed with all her college friends. But it turns out that Snoop Dogg didn't come out until after she was already out of college. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, she was listening to Biggie. Yeah, that's right. Listening to Biggie. Smoking weed and listening to Tupac and Biggie. Oh, yeah, she's a narc. She's a narc for sure, dude. Dude, that's what she thinks potheads, like how we identify with each other. You know what I mean? She's just like, oh, yeah, because like I smoked weed and I listened to Snoop. It's like, oh, yeah, all right, you're a bona fide stoner then. I don't know what I was thinking you were a faker. Yeah, dude. I remember the first time I smoked weed. It was back in the 90s, of course, when I was still in school. My homies, they put on some Post Malone, and we, sparked up a doob. I'm just telling you, man, ever since then, man, I've been a pothead. Hell yeah, I inhaled dog. I inhaled the shit out of that weed. I'm gonna put you in timeout. Don't come in here using my last name, dude. We're not like coworkers or whatever. Like if we were coworkers on like an oil rig and you came up and were like, "What's up, Parky?" I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, lipshits?" or whatever your fucking name is, right? But we're not on an oil rig. And we're not holding the line together in Fallujah or some shit. So don't call me by my fucking last name, bro. You ain't earned the right to use my fucking real name. Yeah, if you call me Mr. Parky, that I'm fine with because that's a young person showing their elder respect. So you can respect me. But you see, that little mister, that confers respect. Just calling me Parky, acting like we're fucking co-workers. Mm-mm. Of course, yeah. My fellow Americans, I did not have sex with that woman, but I did download all the songs that I could find on www.freewhatever.com. Good old fucking man, that was the worst. The LimeWire days, man, you kids don't even know, bro. You have it so easy now. The whole music industry finally rolled over and went belly up, and now everything comes out free, and you got this freemium model where, everybody releases their shit for free, and then if you want to buy some merch or whatever, you can't. Man, you guys just don't know. And the LimeWire days were shit. Kazaa, Morpheus, yup. Napster, Grokster. Oh my fucking god, bro. It was. And sometimes you just there'd be a song, right? And you would try a million times to find it. You'd find it here, you'd find it there. And every time you fucking got it, it would be a hello, my fellow Americans. I did not inhale, but I did download songs on www.freethesongs.com. Like, ugh. Fucking kids. Oh hell yeah, dude. Everybody, dude, you weren't really trying unless you got yourself a LimeWire virus or two. You weren't really out there trying. You zoomies will never know the pain. Well, you might. You might yet. Yeah, dude. I got the digital herpes a couple of times. Dipping my digi dick in fucking LimeWire and Morpheus. I think I probably used Morpheus more than any of the other ones. I think Morpheus was the one that I fucking settled on for the longest time. LimeWire was just too bullshit. Like, I had friends that used LimeWire, and all they ever did was bitch about it, how awful it was. Ah, he moved. He's down there, though. Let's move closer. It's better. Splattered that one. Too far away. It's 2 down today, though. I need to refill the old salt can in here pretty soon. There's one over on the door. Fuck it, I'm gonna go get him. Done. This patio is clear. Thing works. Holy fuck, it works. It's great. I love it. Fly destruction. Don't. Is this cultural appropriation? Am I culturally appropriating if I do this? I need a yes or no from the wokesters. Can I do this as a 100% white European? Or is this cultural appropriation? Does it become cultural appropriation if I go, aloha, farewell to thee? Dun, 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 dun. I'm 10 seconds from cancellation? Okay, I stopped. Mecca, lecca, lecca, ha, ha. You never see anybody getting called out for appropriating like Hawaiian culture, like Pacific Islander culture, do you? Hawaiian people are still white, right? I think well, no, they had Pacific Islander is a gender, or not a gender, a racial identity, right? It's like on the lists. You can choose Pacific Islander instead of like Caucasian or whatever. So no, I don't think technically they are white people. Polynesian, yes. There's yes, yes. There's islands out there in the South Pacific. Mecca lecca lecca ha ha. No one ever like dude, look at this. Cultural appropriation to the max. These are tiki masks, bro. And I my people came from as far from Polynesia as possible. Potato farming Irishmen. I forgot. I'm sitting here doing this whole bit on how like nobody ever appropriates Hawaiian culture. And I fucking completely forgot. I've got permanent appropriation on my shoulder. Tiki is often believed to be Hawaiian, but it's actually an Americanized ideal of Hawaiian culture. Tiki is basically Taco Bell for Hawaiians. Sick. I'm even happier about having this now. I don't have tats. I just have that tattoo. I want to get tats. But I don't know. I also don't want to fly in the midst of fucking COVID and shit. It's just a nightmare. Living in the world is a fucking nightmare. Da 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 da. Ugh. Yeah, the eviction moratorium ended at midnight on Saturday. And today is the first business day since the moratoriums have expired. So we're going to get some numbers about how many people were evicted today or served eviction notices today. I don't think people can kick you straight out onto the street, but you get an eviction notice giving you whatever in the state is the law, a certain amount of days. You have 7 days to vacate the property or whatever. So today is the first business day. Today, the first landlords made their way to fucking civil court to file eviction notifications. Yeah, I've heard numbers varying from 20, well, like honestly, from 10 to 40 million people who are exposed to possible eviction now. And I've heard numbers all in between that spectrum. I've heard the numbers as low as 10 or 15 million, and I've heard them as high as 40. And there it goes. Keep in mind that a lot of those people represent families. So they're not only at risk for being kicked out of their home as single people, they're at risk for their children being kicked out of their home. Or old people. Lots of old people. People getting towards retirement age that lost their jobs due to COVID or couldn't work for months and months due to COVID, who had relatively secure situations going into their retirement are now going to be facing eviction, facing a wall of debt that they could never pay back, and so thus eviction. Do keep in mind with this, there are a number of states who have eviction moratoriums. I live in one that extend beyond this date. So California, I'm trying to think of the other ones. New Jersey, I think, has one. New York. There's a number of states that have moratoriums in place on eviction. So that go beyond that, but there are a number of states that don't. And in those states, the landlords lined up today. Yeah, LA is trying to criminalize homelessness. You want to know who's on the side of this, by the way? This is going to be crazy, dude. That crazy progressive outlet, the Young Turks. We got ourselves a rant that I saw on Twitter from Anna Kasparian about how homeless encampments are hives of crime and open air drug markets and shit. Just basically supporting LA's decision to criminalize homelessness. Probably because she's tired of being hassled by a homeless person here and there. She's going in and out of Bergdorf. Literally, yeah. Like if that had come out of the mouth of Rush Limbaugh back in like the early 2000s or something, wouldn't even have batted an eye. Sounds like a Limbaugh talking point. You see, what's happening is these homeless encampments are setting up, and they're open air rape markets, open air drug markets as well. And wherever they set up, crime follows, crime rises. And so kudos to the people of LA for making crime illegal. And this is coming out of like what a ton of fucking people believe is a progressive news outlet. These people are fucking disgusting scum. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting fucking scum. And I've watched it happen, guys. I've watched the Democrats become Republicans in my lifetime. I've watched it happen. I've watched the transfer. I've watched the fucking mutation. And it's just going to continue. You better believe that. You're going to land at some point. And when you do, I will be there. Dude, can we just like let me rant on homelessness for a second, because if you want to talk about one of the most misunderstood and misinterpreted and misquoted and misattributed fucking terms in American politics, it is homelessness. Homelessness is seen as this monolithic single issue problem by so many fucking people. You'll hear people say homelessness is a mental health crisis. It is in certain ways. You will hear people say that homelessness is a jobs crisis. It is in certain ways. You'll hear people say that homelessness is an economic crisis, and it is in certain ways. All of these things are true. Homelessness is an incredibly, incredibly complex issue that is treated like a simple issue. Um, and I really don't see anybody in this country with power making any kind of positive or progressive moves towards addressing the problem of homelessness. There are so many, like listening to Anna Kasparian give the homeless mentality, it just made me sick. It made me want to fucking throw up. She was talking about how, like, so you give these people houses. There's public housing and you give them houses, but they don't want to abide by the rules of the houses. And so they choose to camp out anyway. And in California for a long time, we've said, oh, that's okay. And it's just like, what a reductive, silly, bougie, fucking Saks Fifth Avenue view of homelessness. This plastic ass bitch. I mean, you want a real villain in homelessness? It's capitalism. Capitalism creates the gaps that people fall through into homelessness. Yeah, I agree, Phoebes. They treat homeless people like a monolith all the time, as if everybody's homeless for the same reasons, which just isn't true. I don't know. They think that every homeless person's experience is the same. I mean, we're about to see a surge on this shit. We're about to see part of the fabric that holds our society together fray, at the very least. You cords in the rope are going to snap because of this. I don't. I don't have advice for low class people that are in danger. I don't. I really don't. Try and work. Try and stay ahead of it. Live below your means if you can. Yeah. The rent epidemic, yes. And that really is like a funny way of putting it, because that's kind of the truth. The epidemic is not really that people can't pay their rent. The epidemic is that we live in a society where you have to pay money to live. To have a basic roof over your head, running water, and safety from the elements, you have to work. And if you don't work, you don't get those things. The absurdity of that is really at the heart of the problem. If this was the only problem we were facing, I would say sure, but no. I mean, I'm not gonna drag myself in the doom hole in the beginning of the fucking day. Let's reset. We're just talking about homelessness here. I'm not gonna allow myself to spin out into the other crises that we face that we have to come up with a fucking answer to too. But that's the truth. Know that that is the truth. Yeah. I'm for the abolition of all capital and all forms of trade. I'm for a resource-based economy. I am for an economy that is planned to the absolute and utmost extreme to provide each person with what they need and only what they need, and to give people opportunities to maximize their contribution to society in whatever way that they choose, to give people the freedom to move anywhere on this fucking planet and to live there and to make a living there. No currency. No need. If you want a much more eloquent description of the resource-based economy, look into Jacques Fresco. I'm trying to remember the name of the Venus Project. Trade is exploitation. Commerce, monetary commerce, is exploitation. There has to be a victim. Whether it's the laborer who did 90% of the work to bring the thing to market and gets a paltry 0.001% of the profit from it, or the local indigenous people whose land is stolen out from under them to make monoculture, there is always a victim. I mean, look at some of the fucking horrible, indefensible things that commerce and trade have led to. Planned obsolescence. There was a time when objects were made to be sturdy and long-lasting. And then at some point, the market, and by the market I mean the corporations and businessmen and individuals that make it up, decided that why sell a person one or two pair of shoes over their lifetime when you can sell them 25 pairs of shoes over their lifetime? And so shit was made intentionally crappier. Think about that. Shit was made intentionally crappier so that we'd have to throw it away and buy it again. Gotcha, fucker. Had to take a blast to the foot, but I got a foot fucking buzzer. I hate those fucks. the idea of change is actually terrifying for a lot of people. That's why the Venus Project seems so crazy, because it's a complete restructuring. It's exactly what's needed. It's 100%, bar none, exactly on the ball what's needed.
What?
Motherfucker.
As soon as you put the safety on.
A little over the
Watch
edge.
out, Pete.
He ain't gonna catch any off the table.
Is that a fart? I heard you fart, Pete.
Did you fart?
It was a little squeaky fart.
Maybe that'll keep the fly away.
Dude, both these boys can drop some ass. They don't do it very often, but...
When they do, you know it. You feel it. Does it hurt getting shot with the salt gun? I've shot myself in the foot now twice to kill 2 foot flies, and it doesn't really hurt. It stings a little bit, but it's not enough to penetrate your skin or hurt you in any real way.
I got a little
Did you?
flashback from that.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Kind of went into the cup.
Yeah.
He's dead in there. Yeah. Oh.
Well, at least you want a new cup with new coffee?
No, it's fine. I don't need any more coffee. I was mostly done with the coffee. Amelia got salt blowback. I'm becoming less and less safe with the salt gun.
At least it was just elbow salt.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Now you know how it feels. Yeah. I've shot myself in the foot with it and gotten like 5 foot flies now. He had to go. Drink his corpse to gain the fly's powers? No. I don't want a fly's powers, bro. I've seen the fly. Looks pretty terrifying. Ugh. I'll pass on having fly powers, thank you. Let me go dump this dead fly. There you go. What's up, dude?
You don't like being out here very long.
That's too hot. It's too hot.
Hello, Rob. How are you doing? Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to shoot somebody in the face with one of these.
No.
The salt blast to the eye could be a very bad thing. Yeah, I'm happy to hear you've had a good couple of days. I guess, to be honest, I haven't had like a horrible couple of days. I just haven't felt great for about a week. Just kind of down, kind of depressed.
I don't know what you said too. It's like the letdown after the big D&D campaign.
The come down after it. It's like, especially something I worked on that long and put that much thought and prep into and stuff, and then and like the excitement, then it goes well, you know, and then afterwards it kind of just feels like, ugh. Got me into a few bands yesterday to make a playlist. Love the vibe. Sorry you haven't felt the best. Hope you feel better. I have playlists and shit on Spotify.
I didn't nuke your channel yesterday. You
Yeah,
probably had to sacrifice all your super chats to the record company gods.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I didn't get any notifications or anything on it. So I think it's just like in the background enough to where it's not triggering the shit. Yeah, my Spotify is Paul's ego. I don't know if I've shared all my shit publicly or whatever. But I know I've shared a couple of my playlists publicly. There's one that I'm really proud of that I made myself called 90s Rock Radio. And it's literally like every song that I could remember listening to in the 90s. Like every like radio song, you know, like so songs that got radio play. So it's filled with tons of like obscure one-hit wonders and shit from the 90s, like Whale. Nobody remembers that band, but they had like a song that charted in the 90s called Hobo Humpin' Slowbo Babe. They had like a female lead singer and then these kind of chanting male backup singers. This really ethereal kind of dream pop. Really catchy song if you listen to it, but nobody fucking remembers it, and it's on my list. So I'm proud of that list, that playlist, because it's like I didn't go to any other playlists to make it. It was all out of my brain, and as I remember new songs, I add them. But it's been a long time since I've added any because I think I really kind of. You just found the playlist. Yeah, that's a good playlist. I mean, it's got a lot of really popular songs on it too, obviously. It's not just, but there's a lot of one-hit wonders on there, hidden kind of gems from the 90s that people have just completely forgotten. You don't hear them anywhere anymore. But that's like, you know, that's my home base music there. Just the 90s in general. Well, thank you, Ariel. That's very nice of you to say. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of Nirvana on the list, of course. If it charted or played, got radio play, it's on the list. Got him. What are you? Gnat, please.
Yeah. And shooting a gnat would be a lot harder.
Yeah. I call them gnats because of Rodney. He loved like fully pronunciating words or pronouncing words that had silent words in them. That was like a calling card of his.
What do you say, like Wednesday too?
Yeah. Wednesday and fucking gnat. He loved playing like Did I Really Hear That Word games too. Like we had a teacher named Mrs. Murphy or Miss Murphy. And he would say, "Hellhole, Miss Monkey." And she would say, "What?" He'd say, "Hello, Miss Murphy." She'd say, "Oh, hello, Rodney." He pulled it on her like every day. "Hellhole, Miss Monkey."
Yeah, she was losing her hearing a little bit.
I don't think she was old enough. I just think I don't know. She just wasn't paying attention or didn't think she heard what she thought she heard. Now, that's definitely like kid level gaslighting right there for sure. Dude, gaslighting is thought to be like this really complex, like adult human thing, but dude, kids are probably the best gaslighters of all. Dude, they'll tell you something's on your face and it isn't, just to watch you try and wipe it.
Kids really are like unrepentant liars, at least for some point in their life.
Oh yeah, kids have a grasp on something that like we as like adults we forget so that we can all get along, and that is like there's like it's negative to lie to people. Kids know that reality is what they make it.
Dude, my little sister was the worst liar. Like she would like do the whole like looking to the left thing, but she'd do it like super obvious.
Oh yeah, and they'll just fucking lie and lie and lie. Dude, I've seen kids like you said, we've probably all seen videos of it, like kids literally covered in like Cheeto dust or whatever, and there's Cheetos everywhere. The mom goes like, "Did you do this?" And the kid's like, "No." It's like, where does that ballsiness go? I guess it doesn't leave some people. Some people just never will admit. I just literally can't believe they're building another fucking house out here.
What?
They're building another house to suck more groundwater out of this area.
Yeah.
Just all day, every day, during the daytime, this is what we get. It's the comings and goings of fucking construction shit. As they build another house and dig another well out here.
We just have to cross our fingers.
Yeah. He said Spider-Man ate the box. Dude, I mean, okay. I could see that's why I'd be a horrible parent, because I would be like, fair enough. Okay. You got me on that one. Because I can't prove that you're Spider-Man. You know what I mean? So, you nailed me. I saw one crawling on you. Come land up here, you big fuck.
Knee crawlers.
They're figuring it out. Get up here on the table.
Some breakfast sandwiches.
If you're down to make them, I'm down to eat them.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sounds good. Oh, you are gonna get it, you big fuck. You're gonna land. You're gonna land somewhere where I can fucking get you, and then it's over. It's over for you. I'm gonna wave my weapon around. Make you land far from me, and then I'm gonna take the shot. There's two. It's a big one and a little one out here. My goal is to get both. Ah, you leg buzzing fuck. Come land on my leg. Like up here. Okay. Alright, that's good. I don't have it caught. Gotcha! One down. Where's your little friend? Yeah, dude. No, the fly swatter is a Stone Age tool now. You just can't get this kind of range with a fly swatter. You gotta like sneak up on the flies and shit. Fuck that. They think they're all safe. They land all far from you and you just line them up and blow them away, dude. Just the way it works. They never see it coming. I knocked a like big mosquito out of the air with it too. They fly pretty slow, so I wasn't too proud of that, but I want to knock one of these flies out of the air with it. That'll be cool. Anyway. Oh, there's another one. Land. Not on me. Go land over there. Yeah. Yeah. Go land over there, you fuck. Or come land on my foot if you want. Killed 2 of you on my feet today. I'll do another one. Fuckers. Goddamn flies. You drank 6 cups of coffee, bro? That's a lot of fucking coffee. That stung. But it also killed the fly, so worth. That plus a gallon of water. Well, that's good. At least you're hydrated. I've been real slacking on my hydration lately. Like for a long time, I wasn't drinking soda, and for some reason, I think it was going on that trip. 'Cause you order out a lot and you get a soda. I've been on like a soda kick, and like today, I almost poured myself a big ass glass of soda, and I was like, "Fuck that, water." Was doing good with the hydration for a long time. Fuck that. Water. Oh, dude, if you got away only gaining 11 pounds in Mexico, you got away light, bro. That food, it's just too good, man. It's everything in the world that's good. Oh, the text message that I just got is pure fucking TJ, bro. Oh my fucking god, bro. Pure fucking TJ. Oh shit. I wish you guys could have seen it. Had a whole like text message conversation with TJ about like when we're gonna meet today, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I just woke up. I'll get myself up and around. Give me a little while. It'll take me a while to get myself fucking put together and shit." I was like, "All right, bro. Just call me whenever you get up and get ready and stuff, and we'll get together." He's like, "All right." And that was probably like what, half an hour, 45 minutes ago. I just got a text message from TJ, and it was like, "Shit, I fell back asleep. I'm awake now. Sorry, guys." TJ, dude, you gotta love the guy. How can you be mad at TJ for just being TJ? What are you gonna do? No, I haven't seen anything from the Silmarillion show. I'm interested in it, but only briefly, only minutely. Ah. They just don't learn. They just don't learn. Tango down. The amazing snoozer. The amazing snoozer, bro. I love it. Does TJ stand for toad jizz?